Okay guys, it's a very nice day. I realized I haven't heard the full cold start yet. This store, I need to be careful at this store. It's very, it gets very gross. That sounds amazing. Listen, come here. Listen, it even has a chalk. Ooh. Did you hear that chalk? Dang. Listen to that. It's so loud. That cold start was ridiculous. Did you hear? Okay, so we're doing tires right now. We're getting the tires done. So okay, there we go. That left rear was the one that the TPMS light, or that was making the TPMS light go on. We're actually taking the Corolla out right now on video. Okay, so this thing actually sounds pretty good. It's the Apex edition. If you'll know if you've watched the channel before. Sounds good. Anyways, I'm just gonna back it out. I know we still have a bit until, still have a little while until we go. So remember how I mentioned the wheel the other day? So here's how bad it is. Honestly, it's pretty bad, but it's not like too bad. Where was it? Right there. Oh dang, that's actually a lot worse now. It's gotten worse. Looks like the tire's cracked. That's not good. That's really bad actually. Yeah. Okay. Floor mats are here. I'm gonna put them in the car, but first, I gotta vacuum. There's so many pine needles in there, it's not even funny. So like I mentioned, gotta vacuum, so I gotta grab an extension cord because the car's so far away. So we'll grab the vacuum in here. Just can't forget the pine needles. So if you guys didn't know, basically the dealer took the floor mats. There were some in there, but then they cleaned the car and we sort of just forgot about them. And so basically we ended up leaving. Oh, I missed this spot a bit with the vacuum. But yeah, we ended up leaving. And so I had to buy some new floor mats, which is dumb. But yeah, I was gonna go with the WeatherTech ones, but I heard that they don't extend very far back. So I decided to go with some good old OEM rubber floor mats. So let's see about these. So here they are. They look really nice. They say Camaro on them. Are these installation instructions? Should not need installation instructions for some floor mats, but whatever. Basically, I'm not quite too sure what happened. I think it was just like this from the dealer. Hold on, let me close this sunroof real quick. I think it was like this from the dealer when I got the car, but there's scratches on the infotainment, or not the infotainment, the gauge cluster. I'll show you. Okay, here we go. On the gauge cluster, if I turn this on right here, so you see those scratches. There's some pretty nasty scratches. Now, again, I'm not quite too sure how those got there. There's even a worse one right here. This is probably the worst one, but there's just these scratches. And I have no clue how they got there. So I'm assuming they were there from the dealer, because I don't see how I could have done them. So materials, I'm just following a simple tutorial on YouTube. The things that I have with me today are gonna be some microfiber towels. I got them brand new, just cause I didn't want any like dirt or contaminants from the old ones. I got these applicator pads from Meguiar's. I got this, which is the Meguiar's Plast X. I'll show you it when I open it more. Then, of course, I've got painter's tape and a spray bottle. That should be everything, but I'm basically just gonna see about putting painter's tape around the edges so no polish gets like up, like in the actual, like behind this plastic, because I know there's like some water spots and stuff that are behind the gauge cluster, but yeah. So the first step here is we're gonna be putting some water on these and just wiping this off. So let's do that. So I just applied very light pressure to that, just to get any surface contaminants off. And next, let's see what the next step is. So I'll link the actual tutorial in the description, but I just want to say that if you're doing this, just on a different car, make sure that there's none of those like odometer reset knob things or any of those. But my car doesn't have it because I guess it's all digital or something, because there's no actual like physical one, and I guess you just do it in the settings, but I'm not sure about how that works with other cars. Okay, so we're ready. Let's get started with this. So you can see that scratch in there. Anyways, so we're just gonna apply this to the applicator pad and just spread around and just work in circular motions, and I'll update you when I wipe it off and check my progress. Just applied the first coat, so I mean it seems to be working already, because these are not deep scratches. They're just like, oh, you can still see that one there, but yeah, I'm gonna keep working this in. And yeah, so I just turned defrost on, but look at this already. I was not expecting this quick results. I've been doing it for like 10 minutes at most. This side I didn't get to doing yet, but so you can still see a little stuff on there, but look at that. This scratch, look how it just cuts off. Like you can still see shadow and stuff, but that's only because the light's on it. Like, look, this is where I got to around, and then the rest is just gone. In person, it looks even better. The light's doing something weird to it, but this is insane. Working great already. Okay guys, I actually ended up cutting the edges off just to be 100% sure. But looking amazing so far. We're gonna keep polishing, keep getting it better. The scratch right here is being persistent. It is getting a little better, but I'm gonna try this side next. And yeah, let's see what happens. Again, it's just looking a ton better so far. Just a little tip, if you're doing this with the instrument cluster like still in the car, I know some people take them out if the scratches are that bad, but just it's best to turn the car on and defrost, which is what I'm doing, because if not, then it just fogs up. But I think pretty much my work is done. There's still a tiny bit of that scratch. I'm gonna see what I can do about that, but like, dude, on camera it looks a lot worse for some reason. I don't know why. In person it looks perfect, it looks immaculate. So, but then if I do this, like all that, I don't see any of that. But yeah, I'm gonna just polish the whole thing one more time, just across the entire thing, and then we're gonna be done. So as you guys can see, there is a polish around the edges, which is why we put the painter's tape. It's just so no polish gets on the, like it's under. But yeah, I'm just gonna take the applicator pad, spread it around, and then I'm gonna spray the dash with water in a spray bottle and just wipe the whole thing off. Dude, this worked so well. Like, compared to how it was before, this is immaculate. It's not perfect, but compared to what it was like before, like in person, this looks a lot better. There's still some around the edges. Why? Let me just get that off really quick. Yeah, this is insane. Anyways, I would wash the car and use my water spot remover that I bought, but that's gonna be on the video later because it's too wet right now. I mean, what's the use of removing water spots in the rain? So I got the tow hook mount, the tow hook license plate mount. So I'm actually gonna be trying this. I don't know, I may have gotten the wrong size because there's a mid-size and a full size, and I got the mid-size because in the pictures looked like that's what fits, but I don't know. I'm just gonna have to see it Okay, good thing this does indeed fit. It's just the plate like sticks out over the edge sort of. So, but like the holes are lined up, so it is made for this plate. But let's see about this. I don't know what hardware takes, but yeah. This thing's from Extreme Online Store, by the way. So this little piece right here, I just got it out. Basically, there's like a little clip and you just put your fingernail in there, just like sort of press down on it, then go work around the edges, but it's very easy. And then you have your tow hook place in there. So the plate's on there, well, looks pretty good, honestly. Looks a lot better than just slapping it on the middle of the bumper, and plus I don't want to drill holes in that. But now we're moving on to the water spout removal. I'm just using one of these Meguiar's applicator pads. And we're gonna use it on the front here, because as you can see, I don't know if you can see it that well, but there's water spots all up in the front, everywhere pretty much. So let's see how this works. Here it is. Look at that. The water spots are pretty much gone. Again, this is another thing of on camera, it just like focuses in a weird way and it looks a lot. In person, it looks almost perfect. And this thing was sitting on the lot for like 4 months or something. 4 months, I think, all throughout the summer. And sprinklers and stuff going off. And there's just water spraying on the car. So that worked for like baked on water spots for months. That's crazy. I definitely recommend that.